Hello, I want to show you how to look in an array to find a value. So in other words, if I have got an array of movies, so this is a string array and it's got 4 movie names in it. And I want to just find out if I've got Bambi in my array, what would I do? Okay, well, it's very simple. I've got to look at each value in the array and compare it to the value Bambi. So what am I going to do? Okay, firstly, let's just create an array, a loop for the array. So I've got my for loop, and the for loop has got int starting at 0 for as long as I is less than movie's length. Now, movie's length is the number of values I've got. So values is 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 movie names, and I has got to go for as long as I is less than movie's length, so less than 4. So 0, 1, 2, and 3 is less than 4. So Bambi 0, Bambi is movies I when I is 0, and then movies 1 is Rambo, movies 2 is Scarface, and movies 3 is Rocky. So here I'm just printing every I. So I goes from 0, 1, 2, and 3, so for as long as I is less than movie's length, which is 4. So that is my loop of the array. So let's just quickly see what happens when I run that. So I get Bambi, Rambo, Scarface, and Rocky. So this loop was just printing every movie's I. Now what I want to do is I want to look for particular values. So I want to just look for Bambi, okay? So I want to use this loop because this loop gets access to each and every value of the movie's array. I can see that because I can see each value has been printed. Okay, so now this loop finds every value that is in that array. Now I only want to print movies I if movies I is the same as the value I'm looking for. So I'm going to say if, and now I've got to compare two strings. So, okay, let's say, for instance, I've got a variable here. So let's say string movie equals Bambi. So I want Bambi. Okay. So Bambi is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to say in my if I want to see if movies I equals. So I've got to do equals with a dot equals. And I want to say if it is the same as movie. And only then print. Okay, I think I've got too many round brackets. Okay, and now that. Okay, so what I've got here is I say for int I, if I is less than movie's length, okay, movies I is that equals to movie. So if movie 0 is Bambi, is it equals to movie? Yes, it is. Okay, print movies I. But now the computer will loop because I've got a for loop that loops over all the values. So when I is 1, is movie 1 the same as Bambi? No, because it's Rambo, so it won't print. And then it does again, is movies I equals to Bambi, but now movies I in my next iteration is going to be Scarface, so it's not going to print again, etc. So this is how I would do. I do my for loop. The computer will look at each value. It says, is that one the same as movie? Is that one the same as movie? Is that one the same as movie? And is that one the same as movie? And if it is, it prints. Otherwise, it doesn't print. So let's just see if it now is going to only print Bambi. So when I run it, you'll see it only prints Bambi. Isn't that wonderful? So now I'm going to say Scarface. Okay, so movie is Scarface. Will it print Scarface? Let's see. Okay, it prints Scarface. Now, if I do something, let's say Tom. Okay, now will it find Tom? What will it do? Okay, so the computer says is movies I is Bambi the same as Tom? Is Rambo the same as Tom? Is Scarface the same as Tom? And then is Rocky the same as Tom? So if it doesn't find an equals, it's do nothing. So because Tom is not there at all, it will print nothing. So let's just see. Zoe said. Okay, run, and my computer does absolutely nothing because he did not find Tom. You see, and that is how you look for a value inside an array.